Hey yo, what is good with y'all, man? This is Grand Potential, where Masters of the Grind continue to grind. And today I got another video for y'all today, and it's a leg day warm up video. You know what I'm saying? Come with some good energy tonight. Oh, it is, man. Only reason why I said that is because it's dark outside. I still don't know what time it is. You feel me? Because that doesn't matter. We gonna get it regardless of the time. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Come with some good energy today. Let's get it. Starting it off. I'm starting it off with some farmers walks. Man, I don't know. That was a weird little sneeze I just did right there. No, I'm just playing up. Starting off with some farmers carries. Since it's leg day, right? You know, something that I like to emphasize that I realize now is so important: core control and body control while you're moving weight and you're doing compound lifts is so important. So I think this is a good way to warm up your core and your legs while, because you have to support that weight with your entire body while you're doing this movement. And I do it holding it in front, holding it in front and holding it in the back. And I make the weight relatively heavy for myself to simulate what it should feel like, or what it might feel like when I am doing those heavy compound movements. And again, focus is on stimulation and correct movement. Do not inflate your ego by lifting weight that's too heavy. And I'm still working on this myself, y'all. But the more aware I am of my own body, the better I am at making decisions on what I can and can't do, And that's what it's all about. Becoming more aware and conscious of, your own actions so that you know how to make decisions and, help move yourself forward towards whatever goal you're trying to get to. And in this case, it's for some strong legs. Them tree trunk legs. And also be careful with how you put these weights down when you're doing these. If you're doing these, right? Just want to remind you all that this is my basically like a documentary for myself, It's a way to express myself in my journey. And where I'm trying to get to, you feel me? And if you would like to take something from my book, go ahead. Maybe you could add it to your own regimen to supplement what you do and your own sequence of how you do things. I'm all about open-mindedness and all that stuff. I'm trying to get better at, implementing new ideas into my own life, But back to the lift, you feel me? I'm trying to get into, the specifics of why I do these. To be honest, yeah, I've talked about these before. Holding it in the back emphasizes, the frontal side of your body, right? And the core, the different kind of core control that requires, through your abdominals and your hip muscles. I feel like more when it's in the front, it's more about you're keeping your lower back tight while you're supporting it, while you're holding that weight up from the front. And we will be doing front squats, so that also prepares the biceps and the wrists as well. And next is to work I think this is sagittal. This is the sagittal plane that we're working here with these lateral kind of farmer carries. I kind of just made this up on the spot. And I thought to myself, yeah, I think this might help because it works on, when you're squatting, at least for me, something I've noticed is there's those moments when your knees, or you're squatting down, your knees might move. That normally has to do with weakness in the hips, glutes, or the abductors, And it's all about having control. And when you're doing these, you want to try to stay in a straight line, right? Like, unlike I am. I kind of curved out a little bit. I do about 2 laps for each of these different positions with these farmers carries. And after that, I move on. But like I said, this is a documentary. Some of these lists might be a little bit repetitive over time. But like I said in the previous video, the only way to get better at something is to constantly repeat it with good quality repetitions and having a plan. You don't really get, in my experience with weightlifting and all that stuff, you don't really get bigger by trying new things every single time. Because then you have to let your body get used to a certain particular type of regimen, so that it kind of knows what to expect. But the variation comes from the progressive overload. Maybe in terms of progressive overload or you getting stronger, you might not be moving more weight. You might be moving the same weight, but you're moving that weight with better efficiency, more body control. That's another way of getting stronger that I feel like is not emphasized. That is not emphasized, like in the gym or with athletics, stuff like that, And also, I'm gonna kind of get into calisthenics and yoga, because I've been using that recently, and I need to be 100% transparent with y'all. I wouldn't be this strong without yoga and calisthenics, or the kind of warm-ups that I do, that I've kind of come up with. A lot of that is originated from, obviously, calisthenics and yoga. It's all about blood flow, making sure your whole body's working at once in unison. And that's what I'm doing here in this warm-up, this, what's the name of this thing called? Dynamic warm-up. And I also did learn a little bit of this from my physical therapy internship. So I have a little bit of experience in that. Next, we're into some lateral lunges. Try to practice that good landing mechanic when you do that, when you land after pushing out laterally, right? And then also, if you can't get it, it's okay to readjust, you feel me? And at least for me, when you point your feet, where you point your feet is important too, in terms of landing. So here, my feet are pointing at an angle. And then when I flip, right, and I lean over to the other side, the direction in which my toes are pointing shifts a little bit. See that? Just like that. And I like to do a little explosive push out from the bottom position from where I am. I try to get as low as possible with these. This also helps with ankle mobility, hip mobility, all that stuff. Here's the cut. I think my phone fell over during the recording, and I noticed it. And I was just like, I already did the warm up, but had to go back and get the reps for y'all boys and girls watching. You feel me? Because we all trying to get better out here, and I'm just trying to be the example. So I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna try to come up with a rap there, or like a rhyme. It's not bumping like that right now. But here we go with the reverse lunges. And then we go into a little bit of a back bend with some of those up dogs and down dogs intertwined in there. Kind of sucks because these guys are in the way a little bit, but It is what it is. Walk your feet up. And I also like it, like I said in previous videos, I like to walk out on the tips of my fingers. To work on finger strength, grip strength, all that stuff. That kind of helps. And then walk up again. See how far you can get without picking your hands up. Going up. And then there you go. Downwards. Control that movement. And point your elbows when you're doing that movement. Point your elbows towards you to help you get through that transition. And then we're going to transition into a deep squat. Push your hands together and then use your arms to push out your knees. And then lean on each ankle without lifting your foot up. I do that about 3 to 5 times or so, just for ankle mobility and flexibility. It helps a lot. Now we got a few quick calf stretches and Achilles stretch or something like that. Do them for about 10 to 15 seconds. Don't stretch for too long. Walk back up to that position, right? Stand up. Am I confused? Oh yeah. Let me get into those jumps, right? Practice jumping up and then trying to land without bouncing. Obviously, I bounced a little bit there. There it is. That's better. We got another one here. Up. There it is. That's better than the last one. And that is it for this video as I walk out of frame. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And whatever grind, whatever hustle you're going in right now, keep going hard. I believe in you and I believe in me. Let's continue to grow these trees of potential where we can get what is beneficial. Bar. All right, I'm done. Hope you have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Keep grinding. Let's get it. Arrgh. Let's go.